Did you know that 92% of teens use the internet daily? This is according to a report done by Pew Research Center. Due to children spending so much time in front of screens such as smartphones, tablets, and computers, and not enough physical activity, childhood obesity has become an issue. The CDC reports that regular physical activity can help children and adolescents improve in cardio fitness, build strong muscles and bones, control weight, reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, and reduce the risk of developing health conditions such as childhood obesity. After much research, I have found the importance of parents focusing on children being involved in sports and physical activities to address the issue of childhood obesity. I am hoping to educate parents on the importance of this as well. With that being said, I will address 2 points causing the issue of childhood obesity. My first point being, children these days are too involved with their phones and computers on social media sites, causing problems like weight gain from lack of exercise and low self-esteem. My second point being, children have an obsession to gaming systems, causing them to never go outside, creating physical effects to the body from lack of physical activity. Let's get down to the details. I will now address my first main point in childhood obesity. And this is children are too involved with phones and computers on social media sites. As you can see from my visual aid from Pew Research Center, 92% of teens use the internet daily. Out of that 92%, 24% of them use it almost constantly, leaving 56% of them using it several times a day. That leaves a small 12% that use it maybe once a day. Backing my first main point up, research I found from Kids Health magazine states kids and teens now spend hours every day in front of screens looking at a variety of media. Too much screen time and not enough physical activity add to the problem of childhood obesity. According to a recent study done by the American Academy of Pediatrics, statistics show that the average 8 to 10-year-old spend nearly 8 hours a day with a variety of different media, and older children spend over 11 hours per day. I believe that the American Academy of Pediatrics' suggestion of placing consistent limits on the time spent using media and the type of media, and make sure media does not take the place of adequate sleep, physical activity, and other behaviors essential to health, is an important recommendation that parents should take. There are other influences that social media can cause. For an example, childhood obesity can be caused by low self-esteem. Low self-esteem leads teens looking for something that makes them feel good, and I personally know that food is one of those feel-good. It is important for parents to see that social media and the effect from it causes low self-esteem in teens. Childmind.org has an article stating that experts worry social media and text messages have become so integral to teenage life and are promoting anxiety and lowering self-esteem. I believe this is true. Low self-esteem from social media is an issue due to cyberbullying. Helen Kell from PJ Psych Bulletin encourages parents to understand that cyberbullying can extend into the target's life at all times of the day and night, and there is evidence for additional risk to the targets of cyberbullying, including damage to self-esteem. Moving along to addressing my second point in childhood obesity. Children have an obsession with gaming systems these days. Children and teens need to have physical activity. They need to get off of the couch, put down the video games, and start moving around. Backing my second point up, the American Heart Association recommends that children over the age of 2 engage in at least 1 hour a day of moderate, enjoyable physical activity. Scott Steinberg from Huffington Post has a great explanation in an article he wrote stating that when it comes to games, The key to balancing gameplay with the activities, including but not limited to outdoor play, reading, team sports, group events, and community service. Point being, for both of my points, if parents would just focus on children being involved in sports and physical activities to address the issue of childhood obesity versus the involvement of social media sites and playing video games, obesity would become less of an issue. Parents need to understand they have an opportunity to help prevent childhood obesity. Parents can take action, put time limits to video games, social media sites. They can involve children in physical activity and sports, or just push them outside to play and socialize. It is the parent's job to think of their child's future, and a child's future is their health.